Hello, my name is Keshwani. It's Keshwani, Keshwani. We are here because we want to prepare for the GMAT. We have been solving GMAT problems out of this book here, GMAT Review, the official guide, the 13th edition. If you do not own this book already, purchase one immediately. You're going to need it. The problem that we are about to solve is the one that you will find on page number 167. Today is our lesson number 115. Problem number 110 is what we're going to do. Let's take a look at it. In problem 110, the very first thing we need to understand is the concept of divisor. What is a divisor? Divisor is just a very fancy way, a very annoying way of saying factor. For example, 3 is a divisor of 6. 3 is a factor of 6. So is 2. 2 is a factor of 6. And that's all it is. Here we are told that a raised to k with this 2 parallel line and with the big letter B means, and all of this, by the way, is just to annoy us, just to make it look so sophisticated. We just simply have to understand what it means. It means that this number a raised to k is simply a factor of number b, whatever this b is. For example, here we would say, that 3 raised to 1, this is how it will be written using this symbols here. Using this symbol, this is how it will turn out. 3 raised to 1, which is 3, 3 raised to 1, which is 3, is these 2 parallel lines in this context means that it's a factor of 6, which it is. But we are told, but a raised to k plus 1 is not a factor of b. For example, 3 raised to 1 is a factor of 21. 3 raised to 1, which is 3, which just means 3 is a factor of 21, which of course it is. 3 is a factor of 21, but 3 raised to 1 plus 1, in this case our k equals 1. So therefore k plus 1 would be 3 raised to 1 plus 1. 3 raised to 1 plus 1 is not a factor of 21. Same thing here. 3 raised to 1 is a factor of 6, but 3 raised to 1 plus 1, which is a 9, is not a factor of 6. You see? Let's do one more. Let's see one more. For example, 5 raised to 2 is a factor of 700. 5 raised to 2 is a factor of 700 because 25 is a factor of 700. Because 25 is a factor of 700, we can write it in this symbol. 25 is a factor of 700. But 5 raised to 2 plus 1, which is 125, is not a factor of 700. We cannot divide 700 evenly into 125. Do you understand? Now let's do the problem. I need a lot of room, so I'm going to have to erase everything. That's what it is. As you can see here, this is how the symbols will go. 5 raised to 2 is a factor of 700, but 5 raised to 2 plus 1 is not a factor of 300, the factor of 700. Our job is to find the largest value of k for the problem that they're giving us. A raised to k is a factor of b, is a factor of b, but a raised to k plus 1 is not. Here we are told that 2 raised to k is a factor of 72, which simply means that 2 raised to k, this symbol simply means that 2 raised to k is a factor of 72. Let's find out some factors of 72. Divided by 2. How many 2's in a 7? 7 has 3 2's. The remaining one goes and joins this 2, becomes 12. How many 2's in a 12? 12 has 6 2's. So that's a 36. So as you can see, 2 raised to 1 is a factor of 72. What about next one? How many 2's in a 3? 3 has 1 2. Remaining one goes and joins the 6, becomes 16. How many 2's in a 16? 18. Which means 3 raised to 2 is also a factor of 72. That's not going to work, so the answer is not 2, because 2 raised to 1 is a factor of 72 and 2 raised to 2 is also a factor of 72. Our job is to keep on going until we hit upon situations where the next one is not the highest value of k that we can find, after which it is no longer a factor of 72. Let's keep going. One more will give us 9. So 2 raised to 3 is a factor of 72. Let's do one more. We cannot go one more. 2 raised to 4, we cannot go one more because the next one is going to be 3. We ran out of 2, which means 2 raised to 4 is not a factor of 72. So we cannot write this like this anymore. This will not be true. How exactly is the question phrased? It says, if k is the positive integer and 2 raised to k is a factor of 72, then k is equal to, well, k is equal to 3. It should say somewhere, it says for all integers a, b and k, a raised to k and the parallel line b means that a raised to k is a factor of b, but a raised to k plus 1 is not a factor of b. You see, a raised to k is a factor of 72, but a raised to k plus 1, this 4 actually, technically, is 3 plus 1. Now why is answer not, so the answer is 3, that's the value of k is 3. Why is the value of k not 2? Because had it been 2, then 3 is also working. We needed situations where k plus 1 is no longer a factor, and therefore question is, what is the value of the k in that situation? The value of the k in that situation is 3, because 3 plus 1, this is our k, this is our k. 3 plus 1, which is 4, 2 raised to 4, is no longer a factor of 72, and therefore the answer is 3. The answer is 3. K equals 3. And that's all there is. That's all there is. I'm not going to start the next problem because the next problem is a little bit involved. We're going to do it separately. Alright? I'll see you tomorrow.